Your very good health. I take a sip and Lady H sips hers. Here's to you and that lovely husband of yours anyway. Suddenly, she yawns. Excuse me, my dear, you've not found your man, I suppose. Old Nintendo Gamer.
And son.
Hello there, and welcome back to the SS Hook. With me, Old Nintendo Gamer, as we once again begin to go overboard. This is our part 8. We're not going overboard. Our husband is. Kill everyone. All the sinners. Someone aboard is a blackmailer. Yes, I believe that is the old lady. Can I force Carstairs to help me? And what is Anders' secret? He's got a secret. Can I force Carstairs to help me? Now, I haven't played this for a week, so I'm just going to potter around in this episode and see what I can remember to push things forward a bit. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Villains here. Who's there? Steward, ma'am. What do you want? Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. and breakfast is still being served, ma'am. Thank you, steward. Very good, ma'am. All right, Veronica. 8 hours, then you're free. I wonder if I can very quickly do this. I don't know if I can get up to the deck fast enough. Alright, now leave. There's no time to lose. There's no time to lose. Because I think I've lost one of my... Oh, no. The upper deck. Oh, he's here already. 8:42. I make my way to the upper deck. But not quickly enough, really. Right, wait there. Let me press L here. I've never done this before. Restart. This will restart the scene. You can only rewind once per scene. That's right here. Right then, let's try something else. Let's reset to 8 a.m. Hey, there's a cheeky little laugh as she pushed her husband off. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Villinsey. Who's there? Steward, ma'am. What do you want? Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. and breakfast is still being served, ma'am. Thank you, steward. Very good, ma'am. All right, Veronica. 8 hours, then you're free. I really want to look around the cabin. No, let's get moving then. But there isn't a second to waste. Not at all. Who is up on the upper deck here? Ooh. I make my way quickly to the upper deck. I lean out the rail and stare in the water below. Lean away. The deck. What's this? Yes. My earring. I must have dropped it here last night. Someone might have found that. Marvelous. Now I can go below. As I leave the rail, I look up to see the bridge officer on duty looking back at me. Which is probably where I'm going to go next. Carstairs, come on. You ain't got nothing on me, Mr. Carstairs. I want to go back here because I want to get my... I fall into my chaise, exhausted. The bathroom. Catch a glimpse of her erection. I mirror and look quickly away. There's a bottle of tablets by this little sink. I can keep my earrings on. It doesn't matter really, does it, anymore? Oh, does it? I remove my earrings and put them safely in my pocket. Sleeping tablets, strong ones. I am gonna try to put her asleep. I wonder if I woke up at all. Pocket them. I think I've got a way to... I need to switch the drinks, then put the thing in, and then switch the drinks back. Right, so let's leave here. Right, now I got the sleeping pills. Put your face on again, Veronica. Yep. Who do I need to go and see? I need to go and see him because I need the key, probably. To reach the deck is a terrible idea. The masterful Commander Anders is at the wheel. On a hook inside the bridge is a key with a bright red fob. Commander! Mrs. Villinsey, come in. The bridge isn't empty. There are a few duty officers about. And how are you faring this morning, Mrs. Villinsey? Oh, a bit dizzy, to be honest. Yes, indeed. The upper deck seems a long way down, doesn't it? See, there's Carstairs taking the stroll, calculating his winnings. He's a ferocious card player, you know. Do you know, I was on watch here last night. Oh, what did you see? Oh, it was quite night, light breeze, no fog. Relatively good visibility. You saw something on the upper deck? Very clearly. You and your husband like to take the air at night. But did you know you're not the only ones who do that? Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time. Well, was she alone? The deck was well attended last night, as I recall. A few key characters on our little stage. Now, Mrs. Villinsey, I should perhaps return to my duties. What's that key? The one with the red tag. That's my pass key. Why? Can I borrow it? No, Mrs. Villinsey. It's more than my job is worth to give that to a passenger. Even one as charming as you. Anders pats his trousers pocket. Here we go. Into his trousers pocket again. Which pocket was that now? This one? Ooh. No. Not that one, Mrs. Villinsey. Maybe this one, then. Please, Mrs. Villinsey. I'm trying to steer a boat. Oh, you don't need a key for that. I'll look after this while you turn that big wheel of yours. I can't just give it to you. Can you give it to me later? I'd be very happy to. I'll take very good care of it. I promise. It'll be quite safe in my hands. Please stop tugging at it, Mrs. Villinsey. It's attached. The key, I mean. Just slip it to me, Anders. I promise I'll be good. Anders looks quickly around, then presses the key into my hand. Here, now leave me alone. You're quite formidable. I enjoyed it too. I slip the passkey into my pocket with satisfaction. Mrs. Villinsey, I usually do my rounds between 11 and 12. About past, I could be near your cabin. Perhaps you might be in. I'll see you there. Till 11:30 then. Right, good day, Mrs. Villinsey. Maybe I do need to see the commander, make sure he's completely on my side. I make my way back down the ladder. No chance to be looking at the seagulls just yet, thank you very much. I clambered down to the upper deck. I'm standing by the rail as Lady H swans by. Veronica dear, are you quite well? You look awful. My husband is missing, Lady Honoria. I haven't seen him since last night. Really? Husbands are terribly unreliable. Worse than motor cars, and yet you still have to crank them. Have you seen him? Me? No, I don't have him squirreled away in my cabin, my dear. We missed you at breakfast here. Everyone was very worried. Oh, I'm fine. Not worried about you, the other girl. Clarissa Turpentine was in absolute floods of tears. She looked like a leaking cistern. We thought you might be able to talk some sense into her. Crying about what? Miss Turpentine, who can say? Perhaps the moon upset it with her face. Honestly, I think that girl needs a good seeing to. By a therapist, I mean. Toodles. Oh, look. Up there on the bridge. Isn't that the commander? Can he see us down here? Oh, yes. There's an excellent view from up there, I believe. Hello! Oh, I do believe he's waving at us. She treats him to a wave of her handkerchief, then turns to smile at me. You rather like him, don't you, dear? Well, he's very dashing. Oh, indeed. Quite a favourite of mine, but you know, dear, not all that glitters is gold, as they say. You don't trust him? Oh, I would trust him. Maybe not to steer a boat, though. He's a war-decorated commander. Oh, you're a fan. How delightful. But listen. Our beloved commander, my dear, he has a secret. Oh, you're quite the detective, aren't you? Me? No, not at all. I'm just interested in people, really. People are fascinating things, always hiding things, always. Mark my words, dear. No one has ever been straight with you. Not ever. She pulls a string of rosary beads from her pocket as she strides away. And I'm going to go below immediately. Do I need to get Clarissa out of the... Not Clarissa, what's her name? Yeah, this woman, Clarissa. Do I need to get Clarissa out of the picture? The aft cabins belong to the Major and to Miss Clarissa Turpentine. There's sobbing coming from a nearby cabin. I'm going to knock on Clarissa's door here. Clarissa, are you in there? Ugh, go away. You're going to want to talk to me. Are you threatening me? You witch! I never want to see you again. I know what you did to him. I know. Clarissa, have you seen Malcolm? Where is he? You don't know? Oh my God, Veronica, you really don't know. I don't want you telling lies about me. Go away. You leave me alone, you monster, you harpy. She collapses into floods of tears again, enough to spoil her bed sheets. Maybe she didn't see anything after all. Clarissa, go away. Meet me on the upper deck. Why? It's important. Trust me. I hate you. Duck out of sight. I quickly duck behind a potted plant. Come on, we're actually doing things this time. I got my diamond earrings. I'm wondering if I should plant them on her. She's gone. Use the passkey. Here we go again, Veronica. I slip inside and close the door behind me. I drop one of my earrings in the middle of the floor. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but... And what was on the nightstand? Nightstand was a glass of water, book, and an eye mask. No. Her desk is scattered with handwritten sheets. I need to go and see, read one. Oh, she does write, oh dear Lord, poetry. She's writing Malcolm with Falcon. He hardly flew, dear. He more sort of fell. This one. 14 times 5. I could love you for 10 weeks. Smiling with my eyes and blushing with my cheeks. And the inks run from a teardrop. Right, leave the cabin. I got one of her poems locked. I do not want to go and see the Major yet. I'm going to leave and I'm going to go to the upper deck to see Clarissa. I go back to the upper rail and there she is. Well, you wanted to talk to me? Out with it. Nearby, Carstairs is leaning over the rail. It's quite possible he's listening. Oh, do I show the love poem to her? No, because it proves I'm being inside. I can see you're upset. You need to get some more sleep and try to calm down. Don't patronize me. I saw him fall, Veronica, last night. And I will never forgive you. I was in my bunks writing something, and I looked up, and he shot past the porthole in front of me. I don't know what you're talking about. He wouldn't have done it except for you. You wouldn't give him a divorce, and he couldn't live without me. He would have left you too. You were just a bit of an on-board experience. Exercise. That's not true. He loved me. He loved me. I've heard enough. Go away, Clarissa. Go back to your cabin and cry. Oh, you're a monster. A cold-blooded monster. I hate you. Goodbye, Clarissa. Goodbye. And with that, Clarissa runs away, sobbing out her little heart. Ah, Mrs. Villinsey. It's Mr. Carstairs, the young Englishman. Damn fine day, what? Good morning, Mr. Carstairs. Taking the air? Have you Seen my husband? No, gone for a stroll, has he? I haven't seen him since last night. How curious. Perhaps he's at breakfast. I'm sure you'll bump into him soon enough. Can't get far on a tug like this, eh? Lovely to see you as always. I'm going to take another turn, I think. Alright. Alright, things are cooking. We're going to get in the restaurant now. Lady H is there. Lady H is sitting by herself at one of the tables. This is it. This is where I've got to put her with the sleeping tablets. May I join you, Lady H? Of course, dear. A drink? Thank you. Steward, 2 martinis, please. Make mine filthy. Yes, Mom. Tell me Hunter's secret. Just between us. I can't go around giving out people's secrets like humbugs, dear. What a way to behave. Anders is propositioning me, Mrs. Armstrong. I want to know if he's legitimate. My dear, you have a husband, don't you? Our marriage is a sham. Really? Goodness me. Well, that's an interesting secret. Here you are, Mom, just as you like it. Sorted. Thank you so much. Under the table, I get a tablet out and hold it ready in my palm. Do you have any children, Lady H? Oh, do you know, my dear, but I never did. I meant to, but somehow the moment never arose. And then, of course, it was too late. Lady H sniffs, looks away. Here you are, Mrs. Villinsey, straight up with a twist. I need to swap the glasses. But you'd like to have children? Well, I don't know, really. I like the idea of children. The real thing is a bit messy, isn't it? Half of them die when they're small, and the other half belittle you till you die. Lady H treats me to a winning smile. I can't alter her drink while she's looking right at me. Lady H takes a sip of a disgusting drink. Chin chin! Are you married, Lady H? Oh, no, not anymore. But I rather liked it when I was. Lady H smiles thinly and digs through her bag. Now, swap drinks. I swap our drinks over. Lady H returns her attention to me. Can I do this while she's looking at me? I slip a tablet in my drink near me and stir it away. Lady H takes a sip of my drink. Cheers! Oh! I rather think this must be yours, dear. She spits her mouthful delicately into her handkerchief and swaps the drinks back around. Drink up! Cheers. Your very good health. I take a sip and Lady H sips hers. Here's to you and that lovely husband of yours, anyway. Suddenly, she yawns. Ew, excuse me, my dear. You've not found your man, I suppose. I think he's avoiding me. Yes, well, it doesn't look good. Do you miss your husband? Powerfully. He was most gentle of men. Quite a flower. Lady H raises a hanky to her eye and dabs. You know, I think I'm overdue for my nap. I'm so sorry to leave you, my dear. But I feel very tired suddenly. Goodbye, Mrs. Villinsey. Nice to talk to you. You're not what I expected. Oh my. She gets up and moves away, wobbling slightly. Toodles! Do I need to help her? She might collapse. Let me help you. I don't need... Oh. Maybe we can go together. Less than 4 hours from Liberty Island. Thank you, my dear. Just pop me on bed and, The inside of Lady Armstrong's cabin is tastefully arranged. She has little medicines, a stack of books, a glass to put her teeth in. Lady Armstrong is flat on her back, snoring like a train. Right, I'm going to put... Right, this is where I'm now confounded. Do I want to put the sleeping tablets in her bedroom and just make it look like she's just taking a sleeping tablet? She's gone to sleep. Or do I plant them on Clarissa? If I planted them on Clarissa, what would that affect? It means that Clarissa would have made Lady Armstrong sleep. Damn. The drawers contain a few personal things. The books. Lady H seems to be more in the middle of 3 different books at the moment. The Moonstone. The top is a Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. I carefully replace the book on the nightstand. There must be something in these books, but look somewhere else. The desk. Her desk is tidy. There's an appointments diary out. Ooh. There are tickets and a book about New York. Do I want to put the sleeping pills on her desk? If I do, let's tear my name from the label and leave these here. Step outside. Right. I've done it. I put the tablets on there. The forward cabins are occupied by Carstairs on one side, Lady H on the other. I didn't get the 9-knock code. Hopefully Carstairs isn't going to incriminate me. But my husband's disappeared. I got nobody to... Alright, let's leave. I'm going to go and try and... Oh, I missed the 11:30 appointment with them. The smoking room is a stuffy place tucked into the back of the boat. Seated in a heavy chair is a man with an enormous walrus moustache. Carstairs is here too, quietly smoking.
Good day to you, Mrs. Williams, eh?
He salutes.
Been stuck aboard this tug for a week, but I don't believe we've had the pleasure. The name's Subadar Major Sabit Singh of the 14th. Retired, obviously. At your service.
Veronica Villanzy.
Oh, I know who you are. Chaps talk about their wives. Not very complimentary, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's rather true, I'm afraid. Oh, then you have me at a disadvantage.
But perhaps that way you can lure me into overconfidence.
Major Malcolm plays cards with you, Major.
Subadar, Major, please. That's right. And with Mr. Carstairs here. But between you and me, Mem Sahib, he's really not very good at it. You must find him a new hobby.
I'll bear that in mind. The Major harumphs under his moustache. Have you seen Malcolm?
Not today, I think.
He's gone missing. Malcolm.
Missing? On a boat? That's a strange thing.
How long were you in the army?
Still I am in the army, madam. It's a life's work. Our old soldiers only fade away, if you recall.
Where were you stationed?
Egypt, Mesopotamia, wherever they needed our steel.
You think there'll be another war, Major?
Yes, my dear. I'm very much certain there will be.
You're sure?
Well, there are simply too many people now who do not understand the value of human life. They never took one, so they don't know. But the fact is, a life's a life. Your skin, your creed, none of that matters a stitch. And if you don't understand that, you can't be more than half a man. Or woman, you understand.
War seems so terrible to me.
Oh, war is a fever. It can be devastating and unbearable. It can drive us quite mad, but it exists to drive out the disease. A fever may cure you or kill you, it's true. But if you have a fever, you're already in danger.
Very good, then.
Yes, ma'am. Have either of you spoken to Lady H this fine morning?
I have.
Did she tell you her theory?
A theory? What kind of theory?
Lady Armstrong told me this morning that she's quite certain, quite convinced in fact, that the boat is sinking.
Sinking? Surely not.
Sinking, yes. She told me she's quite sure she heard something fall off the boat. She assumes it was part of the hull, I suppose.
Is it sinking?
Who can say? I have yet to observe any alarm amongst the senior officers, but who knows? But perhaps they are covering it up. What do you think?
It doesn't sound very likely.
No, it doesn't.
I'll be going now.
Mem Sahib.
Right, that was weird. Lady H says, Anders is a great seeker. I wonder if he'll tell. Let's go and see if he'll tell. Or will he be angry? Commander! But he just waves me away. You can see the rail clearly, but there's no one down there. Birds dive and scream overhead. They followed the boat, living off our scraps all the way from Liverpool. Somewhere hundreds of miles across the water is Britain. Miserable little Britain with its hunger marches, its children with tuberculosis, its grown men begging to be turned into dogs of the state. I had crawled up and out of it. No, I would never go back. I lose myself for a while in the endless distance. Here we go. Anders opens the door of the bridge and steps out. I just got a call on the speaking tube, but needed in the restaurant now. I didn't win him over. Walk me there? You go first, I'll be right behind. Oh, that doesn't sound good. In the restaurant, Carstairs and the Major are soon gathered. Clarissa Turpentine is standing apart, still sniffling. Anders walks with me and steps to one side.
Oh, thank you all for coming. Anders, where's Lady Armstrong?
I looked in on her, but she was fast asleep. I couldn't wake her.
I imagine she wouldn't be able to help us anyway. We will continue without her. I apologize for gathering you all here. It is most unusual, but I believe something unusual has indeed occurred. Mrs. Villinsey, there is still no sign of your husband.
Veronica killed him with her neglect. Didn't you, Veronica? He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick.
It's true, I think. The maid told me the bed had not been slept in.
That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night he fell past my window as I looked out. Oh, she already told me this nonsense already. She says she saw him through the porthole in the dark. It's ludicrous. He reached out to me like a ghost. This is in very poor taste.
The fact is, Mr. Villinsey is missing, but there's no evidence of anything untoward. It's my belief that Malcolm Villinsey committed suicide by drowning.
No. Do you really think? Don't believe her. You mustn't. She's a snake. She pushed him into the sea rather than let me take him. There, I said it. What, my own husband? What, my own husband? Because you knew he was going to leave you for me, and he was going to take all his money with him. He would never have left me. You were just a mistake.
Mrs. Villinsey?
It was her. She did it. That's a lie. She was inside my cabin. No, I wasn't. I found one of her horrible earrings in there. Oh dear. She lured me to the upper deck and dropped it. She's trying to frame me, I'm sure of it.
I must admit that does sound like a lie. It was clear this pretty girl was having an affair with your husband. I must ask you, Mrs. Villinsey, did you kill your husband?
I'm innocent. I didn't do anything.
So, what happened?
Clarissa killed him. She loved him and she couldn't have him. You dog, you beastly dog. Enough, ladies. Don't fight. Oh dear, no one thinks you did anything to hurt Mr. Villinsey, Miss Turpentine. Oh, thank you, Commander.
I must advise the captain that Malcolm Villinsey committed suicide last night, but frankly I don't believe it. But I do know, Mrs. Villinsey, that with a verdict of suicide, it prevents a life insurance payment from being made. Whether it is just or not, I cannot judge.
I will be penniless.
Your husband should have considered this before he jumped.
Anders, will you escort me? I think I better had. We'll arrive in less than an hour. You should prepare to disembark, damn it. You're treating me like a criminal. It's nothing personal. And Mrs. Villinsey, once we arrive in America... What? Don't try to leave the state.
Bar of the Hotel Partington. We've seen this kind of ending before. It's not the best ending, but at least I got away with it. I escaped. Another drink, miss? Are you sure? Don't you think you had enough?
I'll drink till I'm dead. I've got someone to see when that happens. Hard times, huh? Shut up and pour. I thought I had a good thing going. I really thought that. Forget it. I'm here to forget.
The devil's due. Freedom, life insurance, no loose ends. Socialite Veronica Villinsey was widowed at sea when Hellsman allegedly took his life in what police call highly suspicious circumstances.
I think that I could do that once again, exactly everything that I did, but spend time in my cabin at 11:30 when the commander calls. Anyway, thank you for watching. That is attempt 11. No, it's not. That was attempt 8. We'll be back with more Overboard. Every time I play it, it's kind of like, alright, just push it a little bit further, finding out something new. Maybe I should be doing those check boxes more on the left-hand side and finding out other ways to work a way around the story. I'll be trying it in part 9 anyway, attempt 9. Thanks for watching attempt 8. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can follow us on X, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. We also have a private Discord server for some laid-back gaming chat, and if you're feeling generous, you can support us via Ko-fi. All the relevant links are in the description below.